Hello Internet. In this video, I'll be giving my review on the film Embrace of the Serpent. My reason for reviewing this film is because I was recommended to watch this by a supporter of this channel and also a friend of mine. The film takes place in the Amazons in two time periods, one being in 1909 and the other in 1940. The film's protagonist is an Amazonian shaman named Kuramakate, where he travels with two Western scientists, one being in 1909 the German scientist Theo von Martius and the American scientist named Evan in 1940 to search for the rare Yacruna plant. I'd first like to start out and say this is probably one of the most well put together films I have seen in a very long time. The landscape of the film, being that this took place in the Amazons, truly demonstrated the natural beauty of the Amazon rainforest and set a crucial reminder to the audience of just how important it is for us as human beings to ensure the preservation of the rainforest is protected. The acting of this film was also next to superb, as the protagonist Kuramakate's behavior with the outsiders as well as the other indigenous people was able to give the audience a very concrete understanding of just what life might have been like for the indigenous people of the Amazons during these earlier times. There were several messages that were being conveyed in this movie that truly reached out to me as a native from Peru. The first being the colonial aspect in regards to the rubber plantations, the destruction of indigenous natural resources, as well as the forced assimilation into westernized religions and cultures. One point of the movie that truly stuck out to me was when the German scientist Theo von Martius had encountered an indigenous tribe and found out that they had actually stolen his compass. While Theo was understandably mad that they had lied to him and that they had taken his compass, the issue that Theo had was that he did not want the Amazonian tribe to lose their spiritual culture of understanding navigation and did not want them to learn a more modernized and advanced way of navigation, which could have benefited the indigenous people. But was Theo himself, despite being a good person in the movie, aiding in colonization by preventing an indigenous tribe in advancement in science and technology? Or was he doing his best to preserve a culture which he did not want to be lost? The other message that truly struck out to me was just how Kurumakate valued his indigenous tradition so much to when he had seen that the sacred Yacruna plants had been harvested, that he decided to burn all of the plants so that no one could take them. And as you can see through the scenes, this movie is in black and white, which I believe gives the audience a more aesthetic feeling, which also shows how movies are made during those time periods. For my final review, I would give this movie a 5 out of 5. There was nothing I did not like about this film. Everything was perfect to me, from the acting to the messages being conveyed. It truly showed a different time period where indigenous people were at the hands and mercy of these rubber plantations and nationalist armies, which caused an immense amount of suffering since their inceptions. I would say to my friends and those that are just learning about this channel that if you're interested in learning about the Amazons, I would highly recommend this movie. Not only did this movie get great reviews, it was also positively received from indigenous communities in the Amazon. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you're new, why not subscribe? And feel free to leave comments. I always enjoy reading them. And once again, thank you to my subscribers and those that have supported the channel up to this point. And until then, see you guys next time.